What up, free bosses? In this video, I'm gonna give you a couple of Facebook advertising targeting tips, which should help you get your cost per customer acquisition lower. So before I jump into actually showing you inside of the Facebook ads platform, I wanna first give you some backstory and give you some information which has been able to help us get to this actual point of being able to do this type of targeting. So first of all, let me tell you what the company is about. So this company is a pillow company and they are located in the United Kingdom. They only ship to customers inside the United Kingdom and they're on the Great British Pound, right? So you're gonna see the little dollar sign is a little bit different. It's not the dollar sign, it's the pound sign. Anyway, what we know about our customers is that they are mostly female. They're between the ages of 45 to 64 because we would put it older, but once you hit 65, it's just 65 plus, and then there's everybody above that. So I'm targeting women that are between the ages of 45 to 64. We also have a lot of custom audience data. Now this data is really awesome because then we're able to create really powerful lookalike audiences from this data. Now some of these custom audiences that I have in here are video watch percentage, custom audiences, people that have engaged with the actual Facebook page, people that have visited the website, and then our actual customers. Now, not only do we have a lot of customers from our own assets like our website, but we also have a large customer list because this client of mine also sells on Amazon. So we've been able to export out all of that Amazon data and then put that into our Facebook custom audiences. So we've got a lot of customer data, and then when we create those lookalikes from all this data, it just makes those lookalikes that much more accurate. So what I'm going to show you of what I've done here in the Ads Manager is I was able to create a bunch of lookalikes all inside the United Kingdom from these custom audiences. I basically put many different lookalike audiences inside of our targeting, as well as combining that with interest-based targeting. Basically, these interests are all related to the bedroom. So these are people that have shown interest in sleeping, in pillows, in bedding, stuff like that. And then for exclusions, I've excluded out our current customers as well as excluding out some of the lower income. So I think I've excluded out people that earn between 20,000 to 30,000 pounds. So now let's go ahead and jump into the Ads Manager so I can show you exactly how I set this up. Now, what you're really going to need are these type of lookalike audiences. You're gonna need some very healthy, large custom audiences so that your lookalikes are actually pretty accurate. And then you'll just need to stack it all in place and also have a good amount of information of who your target demographic is as far as age, gender, stuff like that. So let's jump into it. Okay, so now we're here in the Ads Manager. You can see that we're optimizing for purchases. Our daily spend is $39.94. I don't know why, I've been on a kick recently where I like to just do some random numbers for the daily budget. Like I like to make the daily budget what you would make a normal price of a product. I don't know, I'm just playing around with it. I've actually seen some pretty good results. I don't know why, maybe it's all in my head, but I feel like when I put the number at this kind of $39.94 or like $39.78, whatever, it seems like I'm getting better results. So I don't know, it's my good luck charm, I guess. So now here in the actual custom audiences section, I literally throw in a bunch of lookalikes that I've created. So you can see all website traffic past 30 days, website visitors 180 days, purchased or added to cart, purchases for exclusions. Now I actually created that custom audience to literally put down in the exclusions part of things, but I created a lookalike from it just to test stuff. Top 10% visitors, visited product page, visited all different kinds of stuff, right? So that's a lot of site traffic and purchases. Then down here we have lookalikes from engaged with the Facebook page, watched 10 seconds, watched 25% of any video. So as you can see, I just loaded up the actual targeting with a bunch of different lookalikes. Now what that did is that created a massive audience. So this probably gave me about 7 million people. Now I typically like to do a lot of lookalike stacking. And the reason I do this is because there's a lot of overlap between the different lookalike audiences. So let's say that I created a lookalike of the people who engaged and I created a lookalike, both 1% of the people that watched videos. There's gonna be similar people in both of those audiences. So instead of having those different lookalikes in different ad sets and have them competing against each other, I just throw them all into one ad set, make that audience as big as possible, and then I narrow that audience down with different factors. These factors could be age, gender, location, and then interest-based stuff, and then also putting in my exclusions. So anyway, you got all these different lookalikes in here. Then I do my customer list exclusions, which really took out only a couple thousand people. I have it targeting the United Kingdom. Age range is 45 to 64 women. And then I have my interest stacking here. So people that are interested in bedding, bedroom, pillows, sleep and breathing, all different sleep related stuff. And then I'm also excluding out income. Now I was actually surprised that Facebook actually has United Kingdom income stats. So I typically always like to use income as an exclusion and not necessarily an inclusion, because I just kind of think that Facebook doesn't always know everything, even though maybe they do, I don't know. But if Facebook has a lot of people out there that are still within certain income brackets, and I'm actually just trying to include just the people inside an income, there may be people left out and stuff. So I typically like to use income as an exclusion, not an inclusion. Those are my stacking right there. Now I have my placements as really just the Facebook feeds, mobile only. And I've been having some really good results with mobile only just in the Facebook feeds, especially for this top of funnel cold traffic targeting type of ad sets, because the first touch point, I mean, majority of the people are on Facebook anyway, and I really like to just hit them with that first touch point on their actual mobile phone. Now, one thing to also consider is that this is just the targeting, because the ad is a whole nother can of worms, and I have actually gotten some ads that have some really good social proof. They're customer testimonial type ads, so there's some really good social proof there, and those are the ads that I'm actually running to this top of funnel type of cold traffic. But this is also another place that's really important right here down at the bottom. I'm actually doing manual bidding. I have an average cost per customer acquisition at 13 pounds. Now the suggested bid was actually 23 pounds, but I just launched these ads, so it's not too accurate, but I've actually gotten already a couple sales, and right now my cost of customer acquisition is at about 6 pounds. So already right out the gate, it's pretty good. I know that it's right out the gate, so I don't usually like to give that data too much weight, because usually you just get lucky sometimes, and then usually I like to give it at least a 2-week time frame to look at like my data from a 2 weeks, and then I can really kind of see, okay, this is some pretty accurate data. This just kind of gives you a good idea of like what I'm doing for targeting. So again, it's the age and gender targeting. We got our location targeting in there. We put a whole bunch of lookalikes in there to make a massive audience, and then we're narrowing that down based on the age, gender, the interests, and then the exclusions, and then also telling Facebook about the manual bidding type of stuff is also pretty key. So test around with this stuff. It works for me. It may not work for you. It's definitely worth testing though. Test that income as an exclusion. Test different types of exclusions. One other small little tip that I'll throw out to you is you can create a negative lookalike audience. So let's say that you created a custom audience of people that have performed a negative action. So they've done something that you don't like. So if you exported out all the list of people that have unsubscribed from your list, you can import that as a custom audience and then create a lookalike from that, and then use that lookalike as an exclusion. And just test around with that. I mean, it may work, it may not work, but creating negative lookalike audiences may also be something that may work for you to help get that cost of customer acquisition a little bit lower. So thank you so much for watching. And if you're interested in learning more, go to freebosslifestyle.com. I've got a free mini course that you can jump into, and you can learn some more of my internet marketing tips, tricks, and strategies. Peace.